The age-old stereotype of playing like girls does not apply here. To compete in the ACC, playing physical is the only option, and did you know that Florida State has a secret weapon? They practice against men.
They pressure the dog out of us and players like me and foul everything, so it helps out a lot.
Some people may find it odd seeing the women play the men, but the heightened physicality in practice translates into results on the court.
So when you get out on the court, it makes other teams seem slower, and it makes things a little easier because you've gone against a tougher opponent in practice every day.
It's definitely physical. We come out here, we battle against them every day, and it goes both ways, and they're just as big and strong as us.
Griffin Kolchakian, a former high school player, admits that he was quite surprised with the level of play the first time he set foot on the Seminole practice court.
It just takes one day, about one play, and you're not sure at first, oh, can I block their shots? But when they block your shot and back you down and scoring you, then you get just as mad.
Well, I think it takes a special, guy to have to come and, play against girls every day and, put your ego aside.
But they do it day in and day out with one goal in mind, helping the Lady Noles get back to the NCAA tournament. Dave Robin, Eyewitness Sports, Tallahassee. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and while most of you spent your day with your family opening presents and eating great food, one family spent their Christmas in Cairo, Georgia, tearing up the motocross track.
We have 18 inches of snow at home, and they like to ride motocross all year, so we get down here Christmas and March break to ride, and weather's good. We go as south as we have to go with nice sunshine, so we couldn't ask for better than this.
Stuart and his son John make the biannual trip every year from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada to Cairo, Georgia. The reason? Because Cairo is the motocross capital of the world, and without any snow, John can make it a motocross Christmas.
There's some pretty good tracks down here, like good sand tracks and dirt biking jumps. But then back there, back in Canada, it's pretty good. Just not as good dirt bike tracks down here, not good dirt. Yeah, but the dirt's really good down here.
Good track dirt is something they got plenty of in Cairo, and John is no stranger to getting a little muddy in an effort to have fun, though John's favorite part of motocross racing is when the bike isn't even touching the ground.
It's just really exciting, because you're in the air, and usually you don't get that high up, and when you're just on feet, it's real fun.
While some prefer a white Christmas, Stuart and John prefer a brown one before making that long haul back to Canada.
I'm the king of the jungle, they call me the Tiger Man. When you cross my path, you got your whole life in your hand.
When it comes to mixed martial arts in Tallahassee, Brian Orkin is the king of the jungle, and now he has the team to prove it, introducing the Tallahassee Warriors of the Bone Crunch Fight League. Bone Crunch will give opportunities to young up-and-comers to hone their skills and eventually feed into larger big money leagues like the UFC.
Some of the best teams from the state of Florida and then beyond. There's teams from Ohio, there's I think the team from Canada maybe. Just gives us a great opportunity to showcase what we've been doing here in Tallahassee the last 3-4 years.
Coaching the team with Brian is local legend and former IFL lightweight Josh Odom.
They're both excellent. They both have a real broad knowledge of fighting. Constantly learning something from them. So I couldn't ask for better coaches at all.
The team isn't without stars on the roster either. With big-time talents like Ryan McClellan and knockout artist Josh Saman, the Warriors look to provide plenty of entertainment to fight fans.
One of our standouts right now at 155 is Ryan McClellan. He's just been smashing everybody that he's fought, and so he's probably the brightest one right now. But we got some up-and-comers like Josh Saman.
The Warriors open things up February 9th in Orlando when they fight the Iron Monkeys. Dave Robin, Eyewitness Sports. you just might be looking at the future star of Florida State track and field. If he looks familiar, that's because he's currently a Rickards Raider. Senior sprinter Juwan Harley has done what most only hope to do. He ran down his dream of representing Florida State on the track.
It was like a dream come true. Be able to be on the best of the best team is something saying that I'm doing something right. You know, as I said, don't stop working, keep working hard. You know, it's just a great honor that I could be some part of.
Juwan could have gone anywhere, but chose FSU to follow in the footsteps of past Seminole greats like Walter Dix. So instead of standing out, he'll have to try to fit in with an NCAA championship caliber team. But his high school coach says Harley has the talent to make that happen.
He hadn't touched it yet, his talent, peaked yet. He's just got a long ways to go.
I don't want to be on a team that anything's given to me. You know, that's something I would like to work for my earn mine. So I mean, like, going to Florida State is something that I'll be competing every day in practice with the best of the best.
Fortunately for Juwan's friends and family, they get to watch him through his every stride. Dave Robin, Eyewitness Sports, Tallahassee.
Dick Howser Stadium is one of the toughest places to play for opposing teams. The reason resides right here in Section B, where the Animals make themselves heard.
Players, coaches, heck, even our own chief meteorologist and part-time animal agree that there's nothing like it in college baseball.
It's an atmosphere that's not just about baseball, but it's about FSU sports, and it's the perfect blend of both of those that I think every team that comes into Howser wishes they had fans like the Section B guys.
It makes us feel good when we're playing at home and they jump on and yell at the other team and heckle them, and it just makes us feel good because they're not doing it to us.
They ignite our team. They excite the other fans in the ballpark. They pulled us through a number of times in the past.
They may be loud, but every chant has its own superstitious purpose and a story to go with it.
Oh, Canada, glorious and free.
Might seem strange to hear "Oh Canada" so deep in the South, but the song, it's just another wrinkle in the Animals' story, starting way back in 1988. A famous animal named Mongo belted it out in the 5th inning of a game that the Noles were trailing. Florida State came back, and as the saying goes, the rest is history.
I think it works, and people believe that's what baseball superstition is all about.
I think the stats prove that it works. You look and see what inning FSU scores either the most or second most runs in, it's always the 5th inning.
You can hear the Animals every home game as they look to help get the Noles their first College World Series championship. Dave Robin, Eyewitness Sports, Tallahassee. It's the time of year that everyone is catching racing fever, even in Tallahassee, where the best racing comes from remote control car racers.
The cars are basically exactly like a real car. You can do any kind of setup you want to it. You know, it's only limited by your imagination, basically.
Yeah, we get to watch the races on Sunday and then come act like, you know, and we don't have to spend near as much money.
All right, guys, you got 50 seconds. 50 seconds left. Remember, keep
the similarities with NASCAR don't stop with the competitive aspect.
Believe it or not, even though the cars are very small, there's still a little bit of a draft behind them, and you can actually suck right up to the guy behind you, just like in NASCAR.
Hey, we made it through there. At least I did.
These racers take the competition so seriously that some spend every extra moment they have on their cars.
I'll probably spend a good 20 hours of my free time during the week.
But even for the novice racer, coming to the track at Tom Brown Park is all about fun. In Tallahassee, Dave Robin, Eyewitness Sports.